Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to McCown Field for tonight's South Atlantic Conference contest between the Mars Hill Lions and the Carson-Newman Eagles. A reminder that Carson-Newman and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption of or possession of alcoholic beverages at the site of competition is prohibited. Now let's meet the starting lineups first for the line. Number 5, Kelsey Jones. Number 7, Kiana Tuckett. Number 8, Marin Sebastian. Number 9, Shannon Hall. Number 10, Sana Martinson. Number 11, Bailey Whitehead Price. Number 12, Carla Humera. Number 14, Alida Taylor. Number 18, Celine Harton. Number 22, Riley Nash. And at goalkeeper, number 33, Cameron Miller. And now, introducing the starting lineups for the Carson-Newman Eagles. At goalkeeper, number 1, Lily Ebner. At number 2, Kate Zander. At number 3, Christina Markford. At number 4, Yenta Cooper. At number 5, Lyra Mathis. At number 7, Natalie Ledin. At number 13, Nellie Brunis. At number 15, Alicia Heiniger. At number 18, Sydney Duncan. At number 21, Emily Futrell. At number 25, Savannah Fields. Carson-Newman is led by head coach Simon Duffy, and he is assisted by Brett Boylan, Kennedy Rankin, and Joe Boyd and Wayne Harvey. Now, we ask that you please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
And good evening from McCown Field on the campus of Carson-Newman University as we have Saction for the first time this year between the Carson-Newman Eagles and the Mars Hill Lions. Richard Martin here with you for the Eagles Sports Network as we are set for what should be an exciting contest between these two teams who have met for now the 30th third time in school and league play, and Carson-Newman dominates this series, leading at 29-2-1, winning 2 meetings last year in the shortened spring season. The first of those meetings was in Jefferson City. Carson-Newman rolled of the Lions, scoring 6 goals, including 2 goals by Michaela Gardner and Lyra Mathis. Mathis was named the Conference Offensive Player of the Week for that showing. And the Eagles outshot Mars Hill in that game 23-4, but over in North Carolina, the Tar Heels stay on April 1st, 2021. Carson-Newman rolled, ended up winning 2-1 in overtime. Emily Futrell did what she does best, and that was score goals. She scored 2 goals, including the game winner in the 92nd minute to knock off the Lions and clinch a spot in the South Atlantic Conference Spring Tournament, as the Eagles will go on to fall to Lenoir in the first round. The last win for Mars Hill in this series, 2007. It was a 3-2 win here on this field. And Carson-Newman, in their entire history, has outscored the Lions 118-25 with 15 shutouts. 9 of those here in Mossy Creek. But recently for the Eagles, it's been tough to get a win in Mossy Creek. 2 draws this year, and there have been 3 straight games for the Eagles that have gone into overtime, going back to last season, and just a 1-0-2 record during that time in what has normally been a great place to play for the Eagles. But we're going to get set for a new chapter in the 2021 fall season as Mars Hill will kick off this first South Atlantic Conference game for both of these teams. Referee will check their watches. Everyone's synchronized and ready. And we're underway here at McCown Field, Lions and Eagles on the Eagles Sports Network. And it looks like a hard foul from Mathis to Humera, but no call there. There's going to be a significant height difference between these teams. The tallest player on the Mars Hill team is 5'9" Ella Parton. There are 3 players for Carson-Newman that are at least 6 feet tall. And that was the difference last year. That's why Lyra Mathis had 2 goals. Scored them off 2 headers against Mars Hill. 1 from a beautiful corner kick from Marta DeZanger. Now Futrell will work the ball back to midfield, and it'll go to Mathis. Eagles in the all-white with the orange numbers and blue trim. Mars Hill wearing the all-blue with white numbers and a little bit of black trim on the shoulders. Ball fed in the corner, and it'll be kicked out of play. And we'll have Kate Zander with a throw-in. Eagles looking to use their speed and continue to get more shots on goal. They have outshot their opponents 93-36, and yet only have 1 win. It's been tough to get goals in the back of the net. Here's a feed inside. Wide open is Futrell. Futrell's going to rip that one high into the air, and it'll get out of play. Let's see if that is considered a shot. It's more of a cross on that one. So look at this replay here. Futrell just couldn't get that one down, and looked like she was trying to cross it in more to Christina Markfort. So chances for the Eagles early, and that's all that this goalkeeper Cameron Miller has seen. Now a 3 ball, but Martinson can't get to it and go back to Ebner. Cameron Miller in the net for the Lions was the goalkeeper in the second game of the season, has been since then, has 26 saves. He leads the conference and has allowed just 0.62 goals against average. And if that holds, that would be a new school record. She had 10 saves in the last game for the Lions against Alabama Huntsville. That game, the Lions took an early lead thanks to Sanna Martinson. Scored her 2nd goal of the year in the 22nd minute, but were unable to finish the job, falling 2-1. They were outshot 17-6 and had just 1 shot in the entire second half. Mathis and Martinson going at it here. That one's almost won by the Lions. Kicked out of play by Taylor as Brunos was looking to score. Brunos with her 2nd goal of her career against Trevecca Nazarene on Saturday. And another beautiful shot that would have won the game, but was just saved. Picked out a play, but the ball moves up the pitch. Kate Zander will go after it. It's 41-41 remaining in this first half. It's mostly been Eagles looking for chances early. No one has a shot yet, but the ball has stayed on this side of the pitch. High in the air, off the foot of a Lion. Now play. So they went off the foot of Riley Nash. Zander just waiting for someone to get open and throw it into Brunis. Battle for it between Nash and Brunis and Taylor. Fed inside, wide open chance, and that one's off the foot and out of play. We'll look and see. That was off the foot of number 18, Sydney Duncan. Out in front would have been a quick goal for the Eagles. Start off last year, it only took them 9 minutes for the Eagles to score. Michaela Gardner scored the first goal of that game in a 6-0 win. Now another chance. Ball cannot be controlled by Mark Fort. It's clear, tries to clear it away. Here comes Cooper. Battle for the ball with Fields and Hartung. And it looks like a foul going to be called on Fields. That battle goes the way of the Lions. And it's the first foul of the contest, but the ball goes right back to the Eagles. Here's Brunis. The Carver defense trying to feed inside the Futrell. And that's a good header by Hall to knock it away. Back to Fields. Now up to Duncan. Duncan trying to feed Futrell. It's kicked off the foot of Hall. And will go out playing a counterattack chance for the Eagles. Big-time defensive effort from Ladin onto Whitehead Price, but she gets away. Now here comes Martinson, 2-on-2. Ball goes to Mathis, and Mathis is going to give it to Evner. Great job shielding to prevent Martin from getting to that ball. Sana Martinson would have probably put in her third goal of the season. Nice move by Futrell, looking to feed Fields. Brunis is there. Brunis is ready. Brunis is going to rip one. Miller blocks it away. And then kicked away by Sebastian and cleared out by Hall. That's what Miller can do. She has been almost unstoppable in the net since coming in the second game of the season for the Lions. It's another shot that just misses, and a great job by the defense. Carson-Newman can't connect with 38:55 left, but counterattack chance, and ball goes away from Kate Zander, but will be off the foot of Probst. Great feed inside. Brunis got there first, similar to the goal against Trevican Nazarene. Good defense by Taylor, and just a great stop one-on-one by Miller. Keeps this locked at 0, less than 7 minutes in. Zander's going to feed inside. Ripped shot by Cooper, but it goes right to Miller. She was looking for Sydney Duncan, but could not get it to her. Interesting observation is that Abby Zander is not starting this game. You see Miller there getting ready for the kick. Abby Zander did go down with a leg injury against Trevecca Nazarene. They're going to call a foul on Carson-Newman's Lyra Mathis. Once again, Mathis, Mark Fort, and Cooper, the tall trees of this Carson-Newman team. Not going to get a whole lot of calls today. They're going to give the benefit of the doubt to this much smaller Mars Hill team. Once it comes to corners, you know that's the game plan for Simon Duffy and his crew, is to get it to one of those three inside the box. Ripped into the box, chance for Humera. Ball gets away. That's poked out by Heiniger, and Brunis looks for it, and no turn, and that ball's going to stay with Mars Hill. Good job by Sebastian to put some pressure on to Brunis. Elida Taylor, throw it in here. Ball into the box will bounce around and will come out 3-2. Mark Fort, and now it's given up to Duncan. Futrell tries to make a turn. That one's poked away by Jones. And eventually into the feet of Riley Nash. And now that's stolen away by Mark Fort. Mark Fort looking for Brunis. Nifty move. Looking for Brunis. Fed a little too long. Elida Taylor and Sebastian still with some pretty good defense there. Mars Hill's given up 58 shots coming into this game. They've already given up 2 today. But they've only been outscored 4-3 this season. They're 9th in the nation in saves per game and already won for Cameron Miller. They average about 4. Brunis chance at this ball. Brunis going to rip it. Hits off Miller and cleared away by Sebastian. Brunis another chance at goal, and coming in hard is Mark Fort, and down is, I believe, Riley Nash. And so Riley Nash is going to stay on the ground a bit, but she gets up. She's limping a little bit. Here's a replay of that shot again by Brunis, just off the feet of Miller. Last line of the fence. And Sebastian's able to kick it free for the foul. Now a chance for Futrell. Futrell one-on-one. Futrell just swing and a miss. And once again, Sebastian able to clear it out again. So chances once again for the Eagles. As Mars Hill has done better than the last time they visited McCown Field. They have made it through almost 10 minutes without conceding a goal. Ball got play right next to our furry friends here at McCown Field. He's having the time of his life. Oh, he knows some tricks too. Everybody having a great day at McCown Field. As you can see, the lads in black for Carson-Newman, they'll be playing after us against Marcel as well. Good steal from Futrell. Futrell trying to find Brunis, and that's a little too long on the cross. Everybody enjoying this day. Kind of overcast day today, very humid here in Jefferson City. Potential chance of rain during the men's game as that one's cleared away by Miller. Mathis looks to control it. Second ball will go to Martinson. Martinson will not get fouled. Good defensive play by Mathis. Ball goes back to Lily Ebner. Ebner's been the keeper for all the games this year, but Jenna Rahm, sophomore goalie from Old Hickory, Tennessee, is currently playing with the U.S. Virgin Islands U20 team in the CONCACAF games as they play St. Vincent tonight. But now a chance for the Eagles. Open, gets Mark Fort, and that ball is going to roll away from her. Now back out to Cooper and out to Futrell. Futrell going to try to feed it into the box to Duncan. Bounces off the foot of Sebastian, and right there was Savannah Fields, but Miller is able to control it. So a lot of chances at crosses here that have just gone a little too long, have just been missed, and the few shots that have gone for the Eagles. One was saved by Cameron Miller, and the other two just missed. And talking to Simon Duffy, he said it's frustrating to have this many shots and be out shooting your opponents. Now 96-34 as there's a chance there. Poked inside, and they're going to call an offsides on the Eagles. Looks like Brunis was slightly offside. Let's see here. Ball's fed inside, and yeah, Brunis is slightly offsides, a little bit ahead of Sebastian. Good call by our officiating crew today. Eagles had 3 offsides against Trevecca Nazarene, including 2 on Abby Zander when she was one-on-one with the goalie. Now Brunis is onside, but she has to stop because she would have been offsides, and yep, they're going to say she was again. There's a smart call by Elida Taylor. You saw her kind of slow up a bit to knock Brunis off sides. Eagles can't take advantage. Now Miller's going to come out for this free kick. Like I was saying earlier, Simon Dovey said it's just frustrating, to give all these shots, and you're still being outscored this year 7-6 while outshooting your opponents now 96-34. As teams have just been able to put shots in the back of the net while the Eagles haven't. Eagles opponents, however, have a .576 shot on goal percentage so far this season. That's the difference between 2 draws and 2 wins for his Carson-Newman crew, except that North Georgia game was almost a loss. Futrell, great defense onto Hall, but she's able to get it away to Jones. No turn for Humera, giving up to Jones. Jones going to try to find Martinson in the box. Good job by Maps to get her head down. They're going to call a foul on Martinson. Martinson came across the back of her neck is what they're saying. Look at this replay again. She's trying to feed it inside, and that's who you want to get to is Sauna Martinson. Yeah, you can see at the very end she kind of moves her arm around the back of the neck of Mathis. That gives the Eagles the ball with about 30-22 left, almost 15 minutes through the first half. Here at McCown Field, still scoreless. So that ball gets away, and Xander would have been offsides. So for the first third of this half, Carson-Newman out shooting the Lions 3-0 with 1 shot on goal, a save by Miller. Only 3 fouls, so a fairly clean game. 2 for the Eagles, 1 for the Lions, and 2 offsides on Carson-Newman. 3 straight home games have gone to OT at some point. The last few home games for the Eagles. For the last 5 matches have gone to OT for Carson-Newman, and they've been 1-1-2 during those overtime matches. But the Eagles have scored first in 5 straight home matches as well, and they are just 2-1-2 during that. Their last time losing when scoring first at home was on November 9th, 2019 against Queens in the SAC quarterfinals. They fell to the Royals 2-1. Eagles looking for their first SAC win of the year. Mars Hill also looking to knock their first conference win of the season. Good steal by Taylor. The Lions will retreat, give it back to Miller. Look to move forward. You see more pressing defense. Good job by Mark Fort to keep Hall in front of her, and Mark Fort going to run east to west here. Step in front, and good job by Cooper to step in front of that pass, but unable to control it. Now it goes to Brunis, back to Mark Fort. Back to Brunis, high off the foot of Hartung. Bounces her off of Savannah Fields' head. Goes to Hall. Now to Futrell, and has a chance open for Cooper. Cooper's open 1-on-1, and a good bump by Hall. That slight bump and box out. Let Miller get to the ball. Right here, slight bump onto Cooper. That's just good physical defense, and glad the referees let them play that play out. 27:50 left, and there's a chance for Brunis. Miller gets to it first, and Brunis runs right into the goalkeeper, and they're going to call a foul. Probably going to be a warning more than anything, just telling her to slow down. I think that was one of those incidental contact. Yeah, Brunis just really couldn't slow down, and just combined momentum led to Miller falling to the dirt. Yet to see a shot today from the Lions. Only 3 for Carson-Newman. Now a chance for the Lions, fed from Humera to Martinson. Poked away by Heiniger, and Futrell can't get there. Good job by Number 5, Kelsey Jones getting in there. That's stolen away by Heiniger. Giving up to Henry. Henry, great tackle by Nash. She comes up limping. Remember, she looks like she ran right into the foot. Now a chance for Brunis. Brunis running down the sideline just with Elida Taylor. Brunis trying to make a move, maybe feed it inside. Tries to feed it, and there's no one there for her that could get onside. And Markford able to poke it away. Markford now going to try to find somebody. Tries to get out the Brunis. That's cleared away by Mars Hill, and that will be a throw in for the Eagles. So crosses after crosses, chances after chances for the Eagles so far. Haven't been able to put one to the net. Haven't really been able to register many shots yet either. Cooper gives it up to Fields. He's going to kick it back to Heiniger, who runs all the way up to midfield. Now here comes a speedy Ledin. Going to run up the sideline. This is one of their favorite plays for the Eagles. Cooper gets the turn. Going to try to feed it in to Markford. It's cleared away by Jones, and now there's a chance for the Lions to attack with Martinson. Martinson gives it up to Humera. Humera looks for Martinson. That's deflected off the foot of Cooper. Humera gives it up to Whitehead Price. Bailey Whitehead Price down the sideline against Ledin. Whitehead Price gets the edge, but Ledin, nice sliding tackle by Natalie Ledin to slow that one and slow the speed of the Lions. Let's take a look at this. Ledin using her speed and almost got the edge. Did Whitehead Price, but a nice slide by Ledin. Clears that ball out of play and helps the Eagles reset, and that's going to be a goal kick. Great defense by Cooper onto Carla Humera. It's really the first chance you've seen from Mars Hill today. That's the first time they've had an attacking chance, and Ledin able to play some good defense, prevent a shot from being taken by the Lions. 24:43 left in this first half. Eagles looking to score against Mars Hill. They scored 6 goals last year against the Lions here in McCown Field, and, of course, had the 2-1 overtime thriller in the Tar Heel State. That ball gets away from Taylor, and Eagles will track it down, look to reset with Heiniger. Out to Ebner. Back to Heiniger, and now to one of the captains, Cooper. Heiniger. Oh, good slide by Kelsey Jones to knock that ball away from Futrell. Futrell would have had an easy turn. We've been running free. That's just a good defensive play by Kelsey Jones. Futrell, that's how she scored against Mars Hill in the overtime game last year. Had the breakaway 2 minutes into the second half and gave the Eagles the much-needed goal they needed to earn the 3 points and get into the conference tournament. Now Futrell's going to get open. Futrell rips one right at Miller, and it's just off the left side of the goal. That ball went over Fields' head. Futrell was unable to score that one. As the Eagles watch on right here. Free ball just misses Duncan's head, but there's Futrell right there, and that one's just wide. It's Futrell's first shot of the game, and we're on Futrell watch for some records here. That's now our 18th shot of the season, so she's second in the sack so far this year as you see Duncan running up the sideline. Talk about Futrell in a minute here. Great defensive effort by Sebastian. He'll look quick. 229 shots coming into this game for Futrell as that one's fed in by Markford and is cleared away by Elida Taylor. Back out to Cooper. Cooper's going to rip one, and it'll just miss Miller completely and out of play. So for Futrell, as we were talking about, she came into the game with 229 shots all time. Now she has 230. That's 5th all time in school history She's now 12 away from tying Lauren Wade for third place in most shots in a career for the Eagles. She's 2 shots on goal away from calling Claire Ramsdale for fourth. And, of course, is tied with Jules Harity of 34 career goals, seventh all time. That ball gets away from the Eagles. Kate Zander's going to poke it back to Ebner. Ebner's going to have to clear that. It's coming right toward the press box, and will hit off the window. Humera almost had a goal. It would have been easy, and that one's off the feet of Hartung. The Eagles will reset, so almost a breakaway chance for the the Lions, A chance for the Eagles here with Brunis coming right at Miller. Miller's going to have to clear. Almost goes off of Brunis, but it goes right to Markfort. Markfort gives up the field. Back to Markfort. No. Markfort gets tackled by Taylor. No call. The ball's back to the Lions. Kiana Tuckett. Now to Humera. Back to Nash. And now the Lions looking to get in a groove offensively. They haven't really had a good offensive possession where they've been able to pass the ball around so far today. With 20:41 left before halftime. Lions looking to get on the board. Score a goal. They have not scored a goal at McCown Field since 2018. That was a 4-1 win by the Eagles. They were shut out 6-0 last spring at this same place. Now a chance from Cooper. Cleared away by Sebastian. Sebastian, it's a great defender. And able to feed the ball. Chance for Martinson. Goes out to Ebner, and that was close. Martinson just gets her foot up. She's maybe able to poke it over the long frame of Ebner for a goal. We saw Ebner give up just an unlucky chance against North Georgia earlier in the season. Now Markfort looks to control that. It's poked away by Kiana Tuckett. And the ball's going to go back to Miller. Here comes Brunis again. Cleared away to Taylor. Kate Zander's going to come challenge. Off the foot of Nash. Nash again holding her leg almost every time she kicks the ball. She went down with an injury earlier. It was fine. We'll have to see how long she stays in this contest. Nash hits that one. Now you see Kate Zander on the ground. The ball's going to get cleared back to Ebner, and we'll have an injury timeout with 19:11 left in this first half. Kate Zander, of course, was hurt in training at the beginning of the year, missed the first game against North Georgia, just came back against Belmont Abbey. It'll be interesting to see if it's just a leg cramp or it's tightness. You hope that's what it is. That'd be 2 injured Zanders for Carson-Newman. That's a lot of speed given up. As Zander is up. Kate Zander is off the pitch. Abby Zander, remember the Carson-Newman track and field team. Kate Zander holds the school record at Lincoln Memorial in the women's 4x100 relay. So that's a lot of speed. As you can see Abby Zander right there in the yellow bib stretching out her quad. That's what she was holding when she went down on Saturday against Trevecca Nazarene. This does give a water break for some of these teams, of course, as it's just very humid out here. And cloudy skies, sun trying to peek out from behind the MSAC and the rest of the clouds, but to no avail right now. It looks like Elena Probst is going to come in for Carson-Newman. I believe that's the first time we've seen Elena Probst at McCown Field this year, the senior out of Maiden, North Carolina. Probst is ready. Interesting to see Duffy go so deep into his bench. They're going to move the ball up a little bit. And the ball will bounce, and we're underway. Let's get in the first half. So, opportunity for Elena Probst and Carson-Newman. Looking to attack here. 5 shots for the Eagles, just 1 on goal. None for Mars Hill as that ball gets just by Ledin. Looks like you're going to have substitutions here for the Lions. You're going to have Julia Luna coming in and Alana Shepard. So a sophomore from Johnson City. Luna coming in, and the freshman from Sewanee, Georgia, Shepard, coming in. This is a young Mars Hill Lions team. Just one senior, and that is Sana Martinson. There's going to be two seniors. And Marion Sebastian, your two best players. Chance for Futrell. She gets free, blocked by Hall. Futrell can control it, gives it back to Ledin, back to Futrell. Futrell's going to try to feed it into the box to Duncan, off the head. Goes to clear Fields and cleared away. That was off the head of Hartung and cleared out of play before Fields could get to it. Good heads-up play. Nice cross into the box, and that goes off Sebastian's head. And Miller comes up and blocks it and then cleared away by Shepard. Chance for the Eagles once again. That one's blocked by Probst. Probst now looking to come into this game and make a difference early. It's eventually picked up by the Lions, but it gets free, goes out to Ledin. Ledin gives it off to Futrell. Futrell tries to feed it into Markfort, gets wide. Now it's picked up by Kiana Tuckett. Tuckett down the field, looks for Martinson. Stepping in front is Mathis. Mathis is going to block the rest of the way, and Ebner's going to come out and give it up to Heiniger. Could have been a dangerous play there. Ebner was not on target, but it will stay with the Eagles. Riley Nash is one of those players that came out of the game for Mars Hill. We'll have to check on her, see if she comes back. Also have to check on Kate Zander as well. I hate to see the best all-around players for these teams. They may not get a lot of goals, but they are good at setting other people up. Futrell tries to feed in the Brunis. Nope, the Fields. It's cleared away by Taylor. There's no one there for the Eagles to pick it up. Ledin couldn't get there in time. Lunar will look to clear. It's picked up by Futrell. Futrell going to rip that one, and it gets wide of the net. Now play goes to Mars Hill. Futrell getting chance after chance, and that one just gets away from her. And smart play by Miller not to touch it and give the ball back to the Lions with 15:48 left. And now Futrell has 231 career shots and has 19 shots on the season. So she's now second in the SAC in shots entering today. Of course, stats will have to be updated. Lincoln Memorial played earlier today against Tusculum, won that one 3-0. Stats have not been updated, but we'll give you an update again at halftime. She's now 11 away from tying Lauren Wade for shots in a career. She would be tied for third. Futrell had 6 goals last season, the shortened spring season. Number 13, Amanda Waskowitz, comes in for Celine Hartung, junior out of Jupiter, Florida. 2/3 of the way through this first half, no score. Carson-Newman's out shooting the Lions 6-0 with just one shot on goal, a save by Cameron Miller. Only 4 combined fouls and 2 offsides. Probst going to throw it in. Now it bounces off the head of Waskowitz. Bounces high in the air, is controlled by Hall. Gets out to Duncan, where it's poked away by Tuckett, and Ledin's going to use her speed. Poke it out to Futrell as the Eagles looking to just get something going here. Ball gets by Markfort. Markfort now a chance to cross in, and then she will be out of bounds. Good defensive pressure from Shannon Hall. A bunch of substitutions for Carson-Newman. Excuse me. Yeah. See, Michaela Gardner, Abby Zander, And Meek Kriebel coming in for the Eagles while Bailey Whitehead Price comes out for Isabella Busenbark. So a lot of freshmen coming in early from Mars Hill. Ball's out of play for Busenbark's. Kayla Gardner, 2 goals. Last year against Mars Hill, she got the scoring started. Just 9 minutes into the game, she got the start last season, and she's come off the bench and has been very effective. She's another one of the speedsters for this team. Great move by Tuckett. Gets around 2 defenders. Poked away. Finally picked up by Mark Fort. Out to Cooper. Cooper looking for Gardner. Off the foot. Xander's right there. Xander going to rip that one toward Miller. Bounces off the top of the post. Is still in front. Gardner going to poke it right at Miller. And the Eagles cannot capitalize. Unfortunate for Abby Xander, and just great awareness for Miller. Look right here. Ball gets free out to Mark Fort. Feeds it into Cooper. Cooper has Xander right there off the foot of Taylor. Abby Xander right there. Kicks it up. Rolls it on top of the net. And Gardner cannot finish as well. Just unfortunate for the Eagles. It's 2 chances for goals. Now Abby Xander looks to make a move on Taylor once again. Xander gets the edge. Xander feeds it to Gardner. Nope. Out to Probst. Probst is going to just kick it long right to Miller. As Humera stepped in the way of that one. Now it's out to Cooper. Off to Probst. Probst looks to make a move off Taylor. Good defensive stop by Taylor. Out to Mark Fort. Mark Fort gives it up to Cooper. Cooper back to Ledin. Ledin look to feed it into Gardner. Up off the foot of Duncan, and Gardner just can't get there. Would have been a beautiful pass off of Sydney Duncan's back foot. But Gardner could not get there in time, and it rolls to Miller once again. 7 shots to 0 right now. And now another chance for Carson-Newman with 11:01 left in this first half. Abby Xander going to rip it one right at Miller, and that will award a corner for the Eagles. Look and see here, just a great move by Xander. Again, on the track and field team here at Carson-Newman. And just use her speed to get by Taylor, and then just rips one right at Miller. Miller gets in the way of that one. It's a corner kick. Xander's going to take it. Look to get into those tall trees of Mathis, Mark Fort, and Cooper. And she finds Mathis directly, or excuse me. Yes, that was Mathis that she found. And unlike last year, Mathis unable to connect on the corner kick. Again, Mark Fort 6'1", Cooper 5'10", Mathis 6'1". You know who the ball is going to when there's a corner kick for Carson-Newman. Unfortunately for the Eagles, Marta DeZanger, who's been probably the corner kick specialist for the Eagles last year, she's been out with a shoulder injury. Emily Futrell, of course, usually takes those. She usually gets taken out toward the end of the first half to conserve some energy. And her 1 goal was scored in the second half against North Georgia, so a great idea by Coach Simon Duffy. That one's too long for Xander, and she'll look to race to it. She will. Rips it in front of Duncan. It goes off her foot, off the foot of Tuckett. And Cooper gets there. Mark Fort gets there to give it back to Cooper. Now to Mathis. Mathis will look to feed it to Abby Xander. And Abby Xander trying to make a move. Gives it to Gardner. Gardner back out to Probst. Probst has a chance. Nope, stepped in front. Good defense by the Lions. It looked like Tuckett got in front of that one. And it goes to Miller. Look at this move by Abby Zander. Good job to find Gardner. Gardner gets it out, and Probst, that's deflected off the foot of a Lion defender. That ball went all the way back up to Ebner during that replay. It's 8:33 left. Eagles out shooting the Lions 9-0. Have yet to put one into the back of the net. That one's too long for Zander. Great job blocking out. Miller slipped, though. That was almost a disaster. Good job by Shannon Hall and Marion Sebastian to be there. Kind of box out. 8:10 left. That ball gets by Martinson. Mathis will look to reset with under 8 minutes left to go in this first half. A 0-0 score. Just one shot on goal in these 9 shots for the Eagles. Good move by Ledin, but good defense by Busenbark. Going to call a foul on Busenbark. It's just a second foul today for the Lions. 3 fouls for the Eagles, and one of those fouls, really, Brunis kind of couldn't stop herself. Ran right into the goalkeeper. Out to Kriebel. Kriebel gives it up to Zander. Zander, battle between her and Luna. Ripped by Kriebel. She slips a little bit. That ball gets away. Duncan finds it to Gardner. Duncan pokes it in. And it's 1-0 lead for Carson-Newman. Thanks to Sydney Duncan. Right place, right time. Eagles take the lead. As here we go, Abby Zander gets away from her. Kriebel just goes into the box, gets by everyone, goes off Miller's hands. And Gardner and Duncan are right there, and Duncan just pokes it in for the goal. And it's now a 1-0 lead, so 7:12 left. And for the 6th straight game at home, the Eagles have scored first. As there's a chance now, that one goes wide from 25, Alana Shepard. Now, here's been the problem for the Eagles at home, as we have a substitution, Katie Kumis coming in for the goal scorer, number 18, Sydney Duncan. .625 left in the first half, and here's a look at the score again. Now, here's been the problem, of course. Trevecca Nazarene scored about 9 minutes after the Eagles scored the other day, and it ended up a 1-1 draw against North Georgia. North Georgia scored 3 goals in a row, and the Eagles had to fight back there in the draw. Also coming into this game, Molly Bukowitz. Here comes Kumis now. Kumis trying to feed it up to Zander. Nope, Miller steps in front, and 5:45 left. Miller looking in front of that. So it took shot lucky number 10 for the Eagles to get their first goal of this one. And only the second shot on goal they needed to make it a 1-0 game. Again, Mars Hill, no shots yet in this game. They were outshot 23-4 last year in this contest. Kumis going to give it up to Kriebel. Kriebel looking for another assist. It's cleared out by Hall. It's good play by Waskowitz to get in there. But Ledin able to pick that ball up. Now to Kriebel. Kriebel tries to feed it to Kumis. Over Kumis' head. Out to Probst. Good defense by Shepard. Come in. More of a defensive lineup, it looks like. I think the Mars Hill Lions just wanted to get out of this first half and only have a 1-goal deficit. Heiniger gives it to Kriebel. Kriebel battling for it. Good battle and good defensive play by Luna, but they're going to say a little too much. That's going to be a foul on Julia Luna. So 4:33 left. Eagles with a 1-0 lead. Also a substitution to keep note of. Bailey Farr in for Kiana Tuckett for the Lions. Tuckett's been pretty good today. Has kept Mathis in check despite the height difference. Tuckett stands at just 4'11". So Cooper will get set as the wall will get moved back toward the front of the box with 4:06 left. Eagles looking to double their lead. Cooper feeds it long inside and just gets by the head of Buckowitz, but I believe she would have been size. I think that's because she missed that one. Buckowitz. We've got a chance at a beautiful header, and Mathis had a chance as well, but nothing going there. 3:40 left in this first half. Eagles looking to get into this half up 1-0. Remember, they've had a lead in every home game this year and have given it up. It's a foul on the Eagles. Look like Kriebel got in there, and Humera, I think, wanted more on that one, but did not get it. Lions going to take their time with 3:08 left in this first half. Down 1-0, have not had a shot today. They won't get one there as Mark Ford steps in front, and here comes Michaela Gardner using her speed, but right behind her is Alana Shepard. Gardner going to give it up. It eventually goes to Kumis and out to Ledin. Ledin finds Kriebel. Kriebel tries to get the edge. She will. Kriebel gets tackled, and that's going to be a foul on Bailey Farr, and with 2:35 left, the Eagles will look to once again get another kick. There, a little tug of the jersey there. Kriebel goes after Kriebel, just swung and missed. Looks like there was no contact afterwards, but I think they're going to get her for the tug of the jersey. 2:17 left in this first half. A good one for the Eagles, up 1-0. Looking to increase the lead before halftime. Wall gets set for Mars Hill. Taking it will be Cooper. She gives it up to Ledin. Ledin going to try to cross into the box. Off the head of Mathis, off the chest of Buckowitz, bounces around, and I think it's going to roll in. Nope, they're going to say a foul. And Miller, I believe, got kicked during that, and that's what they're going to call the foul for. We'll look again. Ball is fed to Ledin. Crossed over, a great chance. Mathis heads it up because off the chest of Buckowitz. Bounces around front. Miller grabs it, and, she got kicked right in the face, it looks like. Miller took a shot, it looks like, either from Gardner or from Buckowitz, and maybe from our own teammate. She's going to sit up, and we'll look at this one more time. Training staff from Marsville looks at Miller, and Miller will have to run the game for the last 107 seconds. Here's the look from our goal camera. Buckowitz right there. Miller accepts in front, and right here, it looks like a mixture of Buckowitz and possibly teammate Bailey Farr connected with Miller. And now coming in will be Sarah Paiva, sophomore of East Vale, California. Paiva started the season for Mars Hill. And had an unfortunate start, giving up 3 goals and a loss in their first game, and Paiva was benched for Miller. And if Miller can't come back to the game, this could be rough for Mars Hill. Paiva was the goalkeeper last year. Gave up most of those goals, gave up 5 of those goals. And here's a chance here real quick for Kumis. With 1:34 left, back to Gardner. Gardner going to rip one at Paiva and almost sneaks it in. Great awareness and great fortitude by the Eagles to jump on that one quickly and try to sneak a goal by, especially with a new goalkeeper in. The ball bounced around and eventually got free out to Gardner. With the Kumis, and then Gardner, one-timer, just cannot sneak it in as we have 62 seconds left in this first half.
1 minute remaining.
And Kriebel look to get there now. Abby Zander gets by Paiva. Abby Zander going to sneak it. Oh, and just misses it. Abby Zander got by everyone. Paiva came out to play her. Couldn't get there, and Zander could not sneak that one in. So right here, Zander just goes off the hand of Paiva, and Zander just could not get that one in, and Probst was too far behind. There's 26 seconds left. Paiva's going to take as much time as she wants to get rid of this one. She's going to actually play it close. That might be a dangerous call right there, and Paiva eventually kicks it away with 17 seconds left. Bounces off the foot of Kumis. Up to Gardner. Gardner trying to get it, and 10 seconds left now. And a foul called on Carson-Newman, and I think Mars Hill's content to take this one into the half. Down just 1-0. A quick little play to Wilson, and that will do it. So your halftime score, it's a goal for the Eagles, as the Eagles make it 1-0, and Cameron Miller is now out. So interesting situation for Mars Hill. Look again. Here's the goal, the feed from Meek Kriebel. Gets over and gets off the foot of Sydney Duncan before it rolls in. And the Eagles take a 1-0 lead. We come back, we'll have halftime stats. We'll check around the rest of the sack. So we get ready for the second half. Eagles lead, Mars Hill 1-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Back here at McCown Field as the Eagles have a 1-0 lead over the Carson-Newman Eagles at halftime, thanks to a goal by Sydney Duncan in the 37th minute from an assist by Mick Kriebel. Looking at the stats, Carson-Newman has outshot Mars Hill 13-0. The last time they held an opponent without 0 shots in the first half, that was April 1st, 2021 against Mars Hill. Only one corner kick for both teams. That was by Carson-Newman, excuse me. And 2 saves by Cameron Miller of Mars Hill. She had to leave the game for an injury. Have to see if she is back in to start this second half. She is warming up with the team right in front of us, so it looks like Cameron Miller will come back in. So Eagles get set, and we'll check around the South Atlantic Conference. At halftime, Catawba leads Shawan 2-0. Up in Charlotte, Queens leads Wingate 1-0 at halftime. Queens played Columbus State very close this past weekend, who's ranked in the national polls. Interesting one in Gaffney, South Carolina. Anderson and Limestone are tied. Limestone just entered the top 25 poll, ranked number 21. They're currently sitting at first place in the SAC before conference play started. And also Newberry, just up the road, taking on King. They lead the Tornado 1-0. With 60 minutes into that game, 30 minutes left in the first half. And earlier today, LMU knocked off rival Tusculum in Harrogate 3-0. So LMU with the first conference win of the season. Both teams will reset. Glad to have you with us. Our director, Adam Cavalier, Justin Franklin on replay. Our camera ops, Kay Denton, Danny Wazorek, and Helen Rader. Zach Tellep on scoreboard. Our statistician today is Danielle Whaley. KJ Lerbo on PA. Brian White on social media. It's getting ready for the second 45 here. We'll reset, and clock will start, and we're underway. 45 more minutes here at McCown Field. Eagles looking for their first conference win of the season and their first win at home this year. And their second win overall, put them at 2-1-2, but more importantly, 1-0 in the South Atlantic Conference. Ball goes out to Whitehead Price. Now we'll go to Hall. Stolen away by Ledin. Ledin gives it up. A chance now for Duncan. Duncan gives it up to Fields. Good defense from Riley Nash. Glad to see Nash back in. She went down with an injury in the first half. No sign of Kate Zander, however, for Carson-Newman, as she was also banged up. Ripped by Cooper. Oh, excuse me, there is Kate Zander. She was hiding there. So good to see both of the players that went down with injuries, actually all 3 of the players that went down with injuries, back in for both teams. Mark Fort has a chance, gets the edge, feeds it off to Brunis. Good job stepping in front of that by Hartung, and that'll be a spin, and it will everyone. It looked like Heiniger, excuse me, had a chance at that one to the ball get by. And with 43:07 left in regulation, Eagles looking to avoid a draw. They have not had a draw against Mars Hill since 1996. They have won 15 straight, 29 total wins in this series, but now a chance for Mars Hill, deflected away off of Mathis' head before it gets to Martinson. Tuckett bows for the ball. It gets stolen away off the head of Mark Fort, and it will go long from Mark Fort. Mark Fort going to try to chase down that ball before Jones steps in front and just kicks it out of play. Smart play by Kelsey Jones. And again, the Eagles are up 1-0. They can take their time, but you know they want to score and score quickly. 14 shots, just 1 goal. That may cut it right now against Mars Hill, but it's not going to cut it later on deep in the conference play. Feed from Mark Ford off the foot of Futrell, and it will go wide of the net. That was a perfect find from Mark Fort to Futrell. Just goes wide and the side of the post. It's all right. Cameron Miller has had to come back in and has faced some troubles, and there's a foul on Carson-Newman. That is Futrell's third shot of the game. See some fans checking out the action here. Baseball coach Tom Griffin checking out some soccer action here at McCown Field. There's a feed to Futrell. Futrell and Brunis have their options. Futrell controls it. Futrell's going to rip it, and good defense again by Elida Taylor. And back quickly goes the ball to Kelsey Jones. And Mars Hill moving a little quicker in this half, but that's stolen away by Cooper. Back out to Fields. Fed long. Here comes Kate Zander. Zander feeds inside looking for Brunis, and Duncan goes off the head of a Lion out to Mark Fort and stolen away by Kelsey Jones. And bend don't break defense for Mars Hill, even despite giving up that 1 goal. And that's how it's been all season for the Lions. And a chance now for Mark Fort. Gives it up to Cooper. Cooper on the edge. Cooper going to cross it inside. And just misses Emily Futrell. Would have been a top 10 goal for sure if Futrell would have gotten the header. Futrell was right there. It's right here. A beautiful pass from Mark Fort to Cooper. And Cooper, the one-timer. Futrell just misses. Goes long, and it's have to settle. $15 shots for the Eagles in this one. 39-32 left in regulation. The most shots they've had against Mars Hill was 30 back in 2018, so they're halfway to that mark. Because the most shots ever were 61 against Shawan, a 12-0 victory to start the year in 2012. Well, the Eagles have been successful in the South Atlantic Conference under Coach Simon Duffy, 18-5-2 against current South Atlantic Conference teams. That includes the conference tournament. But looking to avoid back-to-back losses in the conference tournament as well. Of course, lost last year's conference opener against LMU in double OT. Looking to avoid that here with a 1-0 lead on Mars Hill. It will be the first time since 2013 and 2014 that the Eagles will have lost back-to-back South Atlantic Conference openers. Both of those were to Wingate. Mark Fort feeds it along to Brunis. Brunis looking for a third goal of the year. Brunis feeds it to Miller and gets by her. Was also looking for Futrell and Duncan, I believe. Just went long. It looks like going to have another corner kick for the Eagles. So 2 corners already in this half. Yeah, just missed Duncan and Futrell. Futrell going to feed this one inside. Goes off the head of Hartung and will go out of play. As you can hear, Coach Jamie Newsom begging his team to get organized. Needs some organization. A little slip by Cooper, but the ball goes out to Kate Zander. Kate Zander gives it up to Markford, gets by her, but she's able to retain it. Kate Zander was trying to sneak up the side of the pitch, but good defense by Humera and Sebastian. That ball's out of play, and now Mars Hill has possession with 37-19 left in regulation. 2 teams, of course, went to OT. April 1st, that's a foul on Carson-Newman's Yenta Cooper. Going up slow is Carla Humera. And the Lions will reset. Humera looks okay. Cleared away by Sebastian. Bounces around and off of Taylor. Now a chance to counterattack from Humera. Humera tries to find Nash, but it's cleared off of Kate Zander's feet. Bounces around. Bailey Whitehead Price is in trouble from Futrell. Gives it up to Hartung, and good defense from Futrell has had the Lions running back and losing ground. Now here's Brunis with a pickoff. Brunis has a chance, makes a move. Going to give it up now to Markfort, and nope, it's going to go long to Fields. Fields try to feed it inside the box, feeds it to Brunis, goes over everyone's head. Futrell charging, but will be kicked away by Hartung. And out to Bailey Whitehead Price. That was a good chance by Brunis. Would have been one-on-one. Good job getting back. It looks like there is a foul. Excuse me, the ball goes out of play. Excuse me. Yeah, I got to give it up for Carla Humera and Elida Taylor. They have been all over the pitch for the Lions today. Just flying around, making it difficult for the Eagles in this one. Good job by Brunis. Grab that ball. Brunis, nice move. Going to try to go inside. Hard tackle, no call. Sebastian with a hard tackle. Brunis coming up slowly. That one's kicked high into the air by Field. She's unable to control it, and that's out of play. Goal kick for Mars Hill. 10 minutes into this second half. Of the 16 shots, just 3 have been on goal for Carson-Newman. It's been the struggle this year for him. Now 110 shots this year, and shot on goal percentage is not great, to say the least. Entering this game, the shot on goal percentage was .441 compared to .576 by their opponents. Emily Futrell, though, gets open, and Miller's able to corral that one. And Simon Duffy was frustrated with his team not being able to score. As that ball goes through Leden's legs. But nothing doing for Mars Hill. That was a nice move, but I think they're going to call. Either that ball went out of play, or yes, that ball went out of play. Off of Leden's legs and bounced off the side of the press box. Then throws it in. That's cleared away by Hall. Mathis. Mathis gives it to Cooper. Cooper. Oh, nice move by Cooper. Feeding it off to Fields. Fields tries to feed in the Brunis. Brunis gets a turn. Brunis going to rip one, and that one is in the back of the net. Nelly Brunis. What a shot, and it's 2-0 Carson-Newman. Right here, Fields finds Brunis, and Brunis gets the turn off the bump from Sebastian, rips one, and it just sneaks right by Miller for her third goal of her career, third of the season, and with 33 left in regulation, a commanding 2-0 lead for Carson-Newman. This is the largest lead they've had at home this season. And Nelly Brunis making her case for SAC Freshman of the Year early on this season. She now has 7 points coming into and 3 goals, and coming into the game, she was 4th in the SAC in points and 3rd in the SAC in goals. So Nelly Brunis finally gets one to connect, and as the Eagles up 2-0 and some breathing room for Simon Duffy and crew. Xander tries to feed it long to Futrell. Futrell gives it out to Ledin. Ledin going to try to feed it inside, and it's a great heads-up play by Shannon Hall to step in front of Miller. But the ball goes out to Ledin. Cooper. Give it to Ledin. Ledin trying to feed it inside. Goes over everyone's head. Bounces off the head of Duncan. Bounces around. Duncan can't control it. And Miller finally sneaks in and grabs it. Tackles her own teammate. But is able to corral the ball from Elida Taylor. Right here, Ledin goes to feed it inside, and I think Duncan didn't know where the ball was. Just goes off her head, mishit it, bounces around. Elida Taylor, like we said, had a good job today. And eventually Miller comes in, tackles her and the ball, and keeps the Eagles off the scoreboard again. 2-0 thanks to the goal by Nelly Brunis, with 31:45 left in regulation. Eagles looking to add on to this score. Ledin cannot get to that ball from Heiniger. And that ball will stay with Mars Hill. Mars Hill looking to record their first shot of the game. They've been outshot 17-0. 4 shots on goal for Carson-Newman. Just 2 saves for Miller, who came in leading the SAC in saves. Now a chance for the Eagles. Cooper gets it out to Mathis. Up to Fields. Fields looking for a second assist of the day. Gives it up to Markfort. Markfort going to rip one at Miller, right at her. Miller has her 3rd save of the day. As I say, Miller has struggled today. She comes up clutch once again, corrals that one into her chest as Fields gives it to Markfort. Nice turn. Just gets open, and strong save by Miller. And, of course, good to hold it there because Futrell was right in front of goal. Keeps his game 2-0. 30 minutes remaining in the second half. Don't forget, fans, stick with Eagle Sports Network as the Carson-Newman men's soccer team takes on Mars Hill just 30 minutes following the conclusion of this match here at McCown Field. Carson-Newman men's team looking for their 2nd straight victory following a win last week over Erskine. Of course, now we're deep into Savannah Conference play. Both Eagle teams will travel to Matthews, North Carolina, and take on the Wingate Bulldogs on Saturday. So it's at 5:30. The women's team and the men will play right after on the Wingate Bulldogs Sport Network. That goes out to Markfort. Markfort finds Futrell, bounces off a defender out to Cooper. Cooper gets it along to Kate Xander. Good defense by the Lions as Futrell will have gotten the turn. Now it feeds into Futrell and up goes right into Miller. Again, Brunis was right behind. Good defense by Shannon Hall. Cameron Miller look to reset. It's going to bounce around, and finally a foul called on Carla Humera. She'll get a handshake from Cooper. See 10 fouls today, 11 fouls today. Now a chance for Cade Zander. Cade Zander tries to find it, bounces off the defender, goes to Markfort. Markfort gets a turn, gives it out to Duncan. Duncan kicks off the side of her foot and goes right to Miller. That went off of Sebastian's back and would have been a chance. It's right here. Duncan off the side of her foot. Once again, Miller able to grab that one and corral the ball so that way it doesn't go out of play, and chance for the Eagles to score. That ball gets all the way down the field. Ebner clears it. Looks like a foul of some sorts onto Carson-Newman. Now this is a good chance for Mars Hill as Bailey Whitehead-Price will go up to the sack logo. Right on the A in the South Atlantic Conference logo. Feed inside, goes over everyone's head. A chance for Nash. She can't get there, and it's probably the best chance the Lions have had today. Ebner will take a little stroll. Grab the ball. She's going to take her time here. Of 27 minutes left. 2-0 lead. Eagles are going to take as much time as they can. Finish off with a South Atlantic Conference victory. Get the 3 points in the table for the first time, or for the second time this year. Ledin gives it up to Fields. Fields passes that one up all the way to Mathis, I believe. Oh, excuse me, Markfort. Markfort feeds along for Brunis. That's a little shove from Sebastian, and no call there, but gives Mars Hill a chance to reset. I've seen Sebastian play some very good defense. Swing and a miss by Cooper, but that ball gets to Martinson. Martinson gives it up to Whitehead-Price. Whitehead-Price looks to get the corner on Ledin. She does. Whitehead-Price feeds it in, bounces off Ledin. I believe it's going to be a corner. Yes, a corner, or it's going to be a throw. Substitutions for Mars Hill. You have Julia Luna and Alana Shepard coming in for the Lions. A good defensive effort by Ledin, but it's cleared away. And yes, this will be a corner for Mars Hill, their first of the day. Great awareness by Whitehead-Price. Carla Humera, number 12, will take this corner kick. This is the best chance of the day for Mars Hill. Humera feeds it long, and that's ripped off the foot of Martinson. Now play. Just wide of the net, so the best chance of the day goes wide for the Lions. It's Humera right here, a chance, feeds it in. Martinson gets a good look at it, just cannot control it. 25-14 left in regulation. Eagles up 2-0. We have 20 shots, 7 on goal for the Eagles. Chance now as Riley Nash tries to poke that one to Martinson, and it'll go too long for Ebner. No shots, no shot on goals for Mars Hill. As that best chance was by Martinson just kind of went wide. Futrell gives up to Kate Zander. Back to Futrell as Lions have kind of dropped their defense back. I think they're just trying not to concede any more goals so they can keep this goal differential down. Remember, they gave up a combined 8 goals last year. That one's fed inside to Brunis, and that's going to be flag is raised, but Brunis is going to rip one toward Miller, and that one goes off, and Brunis was offside. It's a late call from the referee. By the way, the goal differential between Carson-Newman and Mars Hill all-time is now 95. Carson-Newman has outscored the Lions 120-25 all-time, dating back to 1992. Looking for their 10th shutout here at McCown Field and 16th overall, the Lions. And also their 16th straight win over Mars Hill. There's been absolute dominance in this South Atlantic Conference matchup. Martinson gets that one stolen away from her by Heiniger. Oh, but a chance now. Tuckett kind of rips one right at Mathis before it's corralled by Markfort. And 23 minutes left. Eagles looking to get the shutout victory, and 5 more goals. You are at 100. That's fed inside the Brunis. 5 more goals from a 100-plus goal differential in this series. As a substitution comes in for Mars Hill, that is Amanda Waskowitz. Junior from Jupiter, Florida, coming in for number 18, Celine Hartung. This is a young team for Coach Jamie Newsom, but of course Mars Hill is looking to build off of something here in his 5th year. Now a chance for Markfort. Markfort rips one. That goes high over Miller's head. Goes out of play. Mars Hill has not had a winning record since 2010. 9-7-2 for the Lions that season. They lost to Newberry in the South Atlantic Conference quarterfinals. So right now, if the score holds, they would be 2 wins now, of 500 at 1-3-1. There's still 21 minutes left, and Mars Hill's gotten a little more chances. Still no shots recorded. 21 for the Eagles. There's a foul on Carson-Newman's Yenta Cooper. You can see Michael Watran getting ready for the broadcast as the men's game coming up after this one between Carson-Newman and Mars Hill. Eagles looking to pull off another win for the men's team later today. That'll be their 2nd in a row. Of course, this is their first South Atlantic Conference endeavor. Futrell gets tackled hard, and they're going to say the ball just went out of play. Futrell with a little shove there, too, onto Riley Nash. No call for either one of them. It's just going to be a throw-in, or, excuse me, no, this is going to be a foul. They do rule a foul on Nash. Combined 6 fouls. Or combined, 14 fouls. 6 fouls on Mars Hill, 8 on Carson-Newman. Feed inside the box, goes long, and Miller's able to snag that one out of the air. Mathis was the closest player. And with 20:09 left in regulation, as look at this one again, the feed from from Cooper. This goes right into the hands. Miller with a sky-high play is back live. Humera falls down. Good defense from Duncan. Brunis tries to get a give-and-go play, but goes off her foot and stolen away by Waskowitz. And back out to Mars Hill. That was trying to be stolen away by Cooper. Cooper battling for it with Humera. She wins that battle. Does Cooper, and they're going to call a foul on Humera from behind. And Jamie Newsom not happy with that call. And Jamie Newsom not happy at all. There got to be frustration building up. Again, an outshot 21-0 and down 2-0 in this one. And with 19 minutes left, Jamie Newsom very frustrated with how this game has gone for his squad. in Jefferson City. Cooper, take it. Feeds it long into the box. Looks like it went off the head of, I believe, Savannah Fields, and the ball will stay with Mars Hills. We have a legion of subs for the Eagles. Molly Buckowitz, Abby Zander, Michaela Gardner come in for the Eagles, while Bailey Whitehead-Price is back in for Mars Hill, and so is Olivia Wilson. Like I said, a young team. There's a lot of players from the Southeast on this team for Mars Hill, including Jade McDonald, a native of Knoxville, Tennessee, transfer from Elon. Gardner able to collect it. Gardner tries to feed it into Duncan. It'll bounce off the foot of Luna. That one's ripped by Humera, but bounces off of Cooper, excuse me. And with 17:32 left, Marcel's got a chance to get on the board. It's going to bounce around and get stolen by Mark Fort. Mark Fort going to rip that one long, but cannot get to Gardner, and nor could it get to Buckowitz. Let's kick long and bounces in front of everybody and will eventually retreat to Mathis. Mathis feeds up to Buckowitz. Buckowitz up the side, gets a move on Elida Taylor. Her and Taylor go for it. It goes off Taylor's feet, and that's going to be a corner ordered to the Eagles. Good job by Buckowitz to move the ball down the pitch. Four corners now for the Eagles. Buckowitz feeds it long inside, and one-timer from Heiniger, but it goes long over the head of everybody. 16-17 left as we'll take another look at this replay here. Eagles took their time on that corner. They're going to take a lot of time on these set pieces. That one's fed in long. Heiniger, one-timer, ripped high. That one's out of play, and ball will belong to Mars Hill. And coming in for the Lions are two substitutions, Celine Hartung and Bailey Farr will come in. As you see, the Carson-Newman men's team starts to make their way in, the keepers. By Coach Stephen Lyons, and here's a chance now for Molly Buckowitz. Taylor gets there first. Buckowitz trying to get the ball. Taylor kicks it out of play, and that will belong to the Eagles. Buckowitz will throw it in for Gardner. Gardner feed it down to Duncan. Back to Gardner. Gardner stop and go. Gives it up to Mark Fort. Zander can't get there in time, and that ball rolls to Miller harmlessly. 14:45 left in regulation. Eagles still attacking. Trying to get back on the board and make it a 3-0 game. Why not? Build up that goal differential, because that may be important when it comes to the final standings of the season. Remember, you only play each team once this year. You don't play teams twice. So Carson-Newman wants to get 2 victories over Mars Hill, and like they did last year, that helped them out, but that won't happen unless they meet in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament. Gardner up to Kate Zander. Kate Zander feeds it long, looks for Duncan. It's picked off by Celine Hartung. Tuckett clears it long, but to nobody. It goes to Ledin. Ledin feeds to Abby Zander. That's kicked out away by Hartung, and now there's a chance As here comes Martinson attacking, and that's kicked away by number 15, Bailey Farr. So now a chance for Mars Hill to attack. 13:40 left in regulation. As Olivia Wilson will throw it in for the Lions. Wilson throws it long. Martinson tries to get a turn. Martinson's going to turn. Tries to give and go. And he'll go out of play. One of our ball boys, and actually will stay with Mars Hill. That will be a corner, I believe. Yes, a corner kick for Mars Hill, taken by number 11, Bailey Whitehead-Price. Whitehead-Price going to feed this one inside, bounces around, goes out to Farr, bounces off the head of Kate Zander, kicked up high by Cooper. Abby Zander gives it back up to Cooper, almost overran the ball, fed long, chance now for Buckowitz. Buckowitz cannot get there in time, and Cameron Miller steps in front and saves a goal. Of course, the last time an opponent was held shotless by the Eagles was 2017 against King. There's a chance for Mars Hill, but Alana Shepard can't get there. The last time a team had 5 or less shots against the Eagles happened earlier this year against Young Harris. Young Harris won that game 2-0. Once again, Young Harris had opportunities and counted on them. Buckowitz feeds it inside to Abby Zander to Gardner, bounces in front, and she can't finish. Would have been a great triple combo there. Would have gotten the goal, but unfortunately, Gardner cannot corral it. Give the goal as that one's kicked away by Miller. There's a replay there. Buckowitz, nice move. Finds Abby Zander. Abby Zander, one-timer to Gardner, and Gardner just could not corral it off her feet. Cameron Miller gets the save. Lily Ebner comes up and goes down hard, and clock's going to stop. We'll have to get a look at that again, as that was during our replay. So we'll look and see. Ebner comes out to the ball, and looks like she got slid into by Martinson. Ebner's going to stay in the game and finish it off. That was the first shot of the game for Mars Hill, and it came with 11:22 left in the contest. And outshot 22-1. Carson-Newman outshot Mars Hill, had 30 shots in 2018. That's the most shots they've had against the Lions. They're 8 away from that with 11 minutes left. That ball's poked away. Buckowitz goes in hard, no call. That one's ripped from Bailey Farr, and it will go over the head of Ebner. And the pressure's turned up by Jamie Newsom and his squad. .45 left. Eagles looking to hold on to this 2-0 victory. Shannon Hall came in from Marin Sebastian. 10:30 left as that ball gets by Abby Zander and it's corralled by Cameron Miller. Ball bounces around. Mark Ford gives it up to Cooper. Cooper feeds it long to Abby Zander. Here's a chance for Abby Zander now. Zander going to try to, nice stop and start move. Gives it up, looking for Duncan. Duncan gets it in front of the goal. Duncan can't corral it. Out to Buckowitz, poked away by Hartung, and will be kicked out by Mars Hill. Good recovery by the Lions there. And now a chance for Mars Hill, but goes off the feet of Alana Shepard. And coming in for the Eagles now is number 25, Savannah Fields, for Christina Markport. Ben's going to throw it in. 9:33 left. Chances are getting dire for Mars Hill as Carson-Newman now turning off the offensive pressure, trying to score another goal. lights start to come on here at McCown Field. That one's kicked long to Cooper. Cooper steals it away from far, but deflects out to Fields. Fields goes up to Abby Zander. Abby Zander makes a nice move, tries to be inside, and that gets stepped in front of by Marcel as the clock will stop here for an injury. And trying to get up is the injured Lion. We'll have to get a number on that one. That's number 11, Bailey Whitehead Price. You'd hate to see a match end with an injury, especially with only just 9 minutes remaining. The crowd will wait here for this injury timeout. It's been the 4th injury today for these two teams. 3 for the Lions. So we'll look and see what happened to Bailey Whitehead Price here. Nice move by Xander. She just comes flying out the gate, does Whitehead Price, and just trips over Xander's feet. And right there you can see she is down as soon as it happens. So they knocked knees. Very uncomfortable feeling, I'm sure. So I'll have to look and see what Whitehead Price. Sure she's okay. Here's your stat comparison. 22 shots for Carson, just 2 by the Lions. 6 saves, though, for Cameron Miller today. The 4 corner kicks for Carson-Newman, just 2 for Mars Hill. 15 combined fouls. Carson-Newman with 8 of those today. Of course, the goals by Sydney Duncan in the first half gave the Eagles the early 1-0 lead. And the goal in the second half made it 2-0. That goal was by Nellie Brunis, her 3rd goal of the season, as Whitehead Price will be carried off the field here. She's unable to put any pressure on the injured leg, and disappointing end for what's been a disappointing day for Mars Hill. I hope everybody is okay. Especially when the team gets back to North Carolina. .8:59 left. Ball will go to Carson-Newman. Referees will have a discussion here, I guess, to see where to put this ball. It did go off of Whitehead Price and out of bounds, so this ball will belong to Carson-Newman. Just reset. You have another substitution coming in. You had Isabella Busenbark coming in for Mars Hill, and now coming in Kelsey Jones comes in for Elida Taylor. Elida Taylor had a good day. Good defensive work by Taylor, and fortunately, though, it's not a one-person team. There are 11 people on the field, and Taylor did all she could, and the Eagles will give the ball right back to Mars Hill. The clock will run with 8:54 left. Cameron Miller will reset with the goal. Jamie Newsom trying to fire his team back up to get at least 1 goal here before heading home. Once again, now outscored 120-25 all time in this series have been the Lions. Ball bounces around off the face of Ledin and out of play. It's going to be a throw in by Kelsey Jones. Thrown away by Cooper. Now giving up from Buckowitz, and that was a chance by Fields. Fields gives it up and stolen away by Duncan. Nice move by Humera. Humera challenged, and that's going to be a foul on Fields. Mars Hill asking for a card, but they won't get one. A little tug of the jersey by Fields. Just a little snag as that one's cleared away by Mathis. Now play belongs to Mars Hill with 7:32 left. Again, men's game coming up next here on the Eagle Sports Network against the Mars Hill Lions. This is the fourth game with 20-plus shot attempts this season for the Eagles. The Eagles had 18 against Young Harris. Remember, Young Harris had only 5 shots in that game and won 2-0. So it's been a frustrating year, but hopefully for Simon Duffy and his crew, this is the game where they get back on track. 22 shots, just 2 by Mars Hill, and 2 have gone to the back of the net. Ball goes long from Zander to Ledin, back to Abby Zander. Zander is challenged by Hartung, and Ledin eventually comes up with it. Good steal by Shepard, and Shepard makes another nice move, and they're going to call a foul on Mars Hill to the chagrin on Jamie Newsome. And the referee saying that Shepard used her arm to clear out Ledin. So we'll look and see. Ball kind of bouncing around a bit and eventually stolen. And here comes Ledin, and a little shove right there from Shepard, but nothing I would have said to call a foul. But 6:10 left, I believe. The Eagles are just trying to get out here. Everybody's trying to get out here safe and sound after the injury to Whitehead Price. There's a challenge. Gives it long. Eagles looking to wrap up their first Savile Conference victory of the year and their second victory of the season and first home win of the season. Kate Zander looks for an outlet to Heiniger. Heiniger gives it out long to Ledin. Ledin picks it up. Back to Ledin. Ledin gives it long to Zander. It eventually gets to her. As we're under 5-minute mark here in McCown Field. Up the field. Field's going to cross it inside. Abby Zander gets there in time. It's blocked away by Jones. Out to Ledin. Ledin looks to feed inside off the head of Farr. Now a chance for Cooper. Cooper's shot is blocked by Farr. Now to Kate Zander. Eagles still attacking here with just 4 minutes left. Controlled by Busenbark. Now ripped by Farr. Farr looks like it hits off of, Mathis. Bounces around. Eventually will get controlled back to Lee Ebner with under 4 minutes left. Bounces around to Heiniger. Heiniger gives it up to Cooper. Nice move by Cooper. And out of play, and that ball will stay with Mars Hill. 3.5 minutes left. Carson-Newman looking to clinch this victory and knock off the Lions 2-0. Picked up by Fields. Out to Abby Zander. Abby Zander looking for a goal here late. Gives up to Michaela Gardner. Gardner going to try to make a turn. Tries to set the edge, gets tackled hard by Shannon Hall. No call. Battle for it between Hall and Gardner. Gardner gets up, back to Abby Zander. Zander going to try to feed it inside, goes off the feet of what looks like, I believe, yes, it went off of Buckowitz out all the way to the back line. Chance there, Gardner and Hall. Glad Hall did not get a foul. Buckowitz tries to feed it to Kate Zander, but it was a bad pass. Kate Zander couldn't get there in time with 2:35 left. Chance for Mars Hill to get a little late rally. Martinson running, kicked away by Cooper and out of play. And now Cooper is down on the pitch with 2:22 left. Cooper will get up slowly. And Mars Hill looking to work quickly here to try to cut into this lead and get some sort of rally here with less than about 2 minutes left. Throw in from Kelsey Jones. Up to Martinson. Out play and into the Mars Hill men's team that's warming up on the sideline. Corner kick now corner kick for Mars Hill. Taking by number 12, Carla Humera. 1:42 left. Mars Hill looking to get on the board. Humera kicks it long, bounces off the head of an Eagle. I believe that is Sydney Duncan, it was. Now a chance for Abby Zander. Abby Zander looking to find her teammate Buckowitz. Buckowitz now going to rip one. Buckowitz misses it high. And 1:15 left. Clock will stop here. Pair of substitutions for Carson-Newman as Emma Daniels and Tristan Wepking will come in. With 1:11 left in this contest. And let's kick alongside. Some players making their debuts this year for the Eagles late in this one. Getting some playing time here. Possibly a goal here as Abby Zander tries to find Gardner. Goes off the foot of Shannon Hall. 60 seconds left, and there's a corner kick for the Eagles. And the Eagles are going to move quickly here. And Abby Zander's going to take this corner kick with 44 seconds remaining. Eagles trying to pad their lead to 3-0. 35 seconds left. Abby Zander feeds it into the box. Right at Cameron Miller. She punches it away. Battle for the ball with 27 seconds left from Buckowitz. A rip by the Eagles. It's picked up eventually by Daniels. Now a feed long to Wepking. Wepking can't get there. 12 seconds left. Ball belongs to the Eagles. They're going to go quick. Wepking is going to throw this one in. Bounces off of Fields. Fields going to turn, just rip one toward the goal. Header away by Shepard. Doesn't matter. The Eagles earn their second victory of the season, their first win at McCown Field, and their first South Atlantic Conference victory, knocking off the Mars Hill Lions 2-0 here in Jefferson City. Sydney Duncan gets the goal in the first half, and then Nellie Brunis, the freshman, scores her third goal of the season to give the Eagles a 2-0 victory. Eagles outshoot the Lions 24-2 in this one as they earn their 16th straight victory over Mars Hill and their 16th shutout all time against the Lions. There you can see Duncan's goal off the assist from Meek Kriebel got the scoring started. And right here, beautiful give and go. And a feed inside the box to Nellie Brunis. Gets the turn and an absolute ripper into the back of the net. Makes it a 2-0 game, and the Eagles hold on to win it over Mars Hill. It's coming up next in roughly 30 minutes. We will have the men's game as Carson-Newman takes on Mars Hill in the first South Atlantic Conference contest of the season. And for our entire crew, thank you for joining us here tonight on the Eagle Sports Network. Final score, Carson-Newman 2, Mars Hill 0. And we'll see you in about 30 minutes for the men's contest with Michael Watchering on the call. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.